Sports, where we'll get a look at this team's reigning league MVP. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. We're just moments away from the action under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Down the right sideline. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously it was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run group.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now 3rd down and very long. Operating from the gun, James. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. James. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, James. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 61 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 2nd and a couple as they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 2. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 14. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. James. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. Second down and 6 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. James. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now they send a man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Operating from the gun. James got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. James to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun, James. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and Remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanchez. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. James. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, first and 15. They'll set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
15 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. James. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
59 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they will take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.